Hello everyone. This hour on Verbling, the next in my not hot topics, in my great, oh my goodness, I can't speak. The next in my Getting Results in Business series of classes. Today we are going to continue, we are right in the middle of our unit on how to talk about performance. Individual performance and appraisals, job performance, and maybe the performance of a particular project. So we'll be talking about key language you need to do an appraisal. We'll be continuing on from yesterday. So, a little bit about me before we begin. I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out in Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. By the way, here are 3 quick rules to help you participate. Don't forget to turn off, tune in, and open up. That means turn off your microphone when you're not speaking so we can keep the classroom nice and quiet. Tune in to the new words you're learning. Use them as actively as you can so I can correct you and give you feedback. And maybe we're having some connection problems, so let me actually rejoin the class in case there's a problem. Okay, if you can't see, I'll ask you to just update your browser because there were big updates today. Okay, I'll be right back in just a second. Hello again. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. I think I was having some connection problems, so I signed back in. Okay, everyone. So we're going to get started in just a second. Let me get the material open, share it with you, and we will get started. So let me put this on screen for you to see. There we go. And don't forget, you've got the link here in the chat window if you want to open it on your computer. And I'll put it also on the inside chat. There you go. If you want to open that up, you can. And what we're going to do when this opens is a quick review, taking a look at the mind map of the unit first before we go on. Okay, so let's just wait for this to download, and then we'll get started. Okay, and while that's opening, I'll ask everyone, I didn't have a chance to send the homework again, but if there's any questions about the homework that I did send the other day, I think it was Sunday or Monday, I can't remember, then just let me know. We can go over it together. Okay? So let's go first. I'm going to open the map in the background. So let that load. And a quick review from yesterday. On the 3rd, which was Tuesday, we started the business skills section. Business skills is where you learn through listening. You pick out key phrases and then use them in a similar situation, usually to hold a meeting, to give a presentation. In this case, we heard a staff appraisal. We use it as a model. Or we're going to use it as a model. You, so what? What's the point? You should now have an idea of how to give feedback, how to give suggestions, and how to respond or justify responses as both an appraiser and a praisee. Now what? Well, now that you have an idea, we need to practice. So we'll continue on in tomorrow's class, that's today, and you'll get to put this into practice. And if you haven't done homework 3, just let me know, okay? And we'll go over it. Let's take a look at our map. If you need to open it, you can open the Mind Map app. If it doesn't show up, go to Connect Apps and you'll find it there. When this is done, I'll publish a version that you can open directly, but for the moment we have to use the app. Okay, and let's do a quick review. If you weren't here, it'll be a good introduction. Okay, so let's make this a little bigger so you can all see it. Hopefully you can see that more or less. Okay, so there's our unit. I don't have the key phrases yet, I'll do them later today, but I do have the key words. Talking about performance. Maybe 3 sets of key words that you practiced in the homework and in yesterday's class. How to talk about appraisals, key verbs. How to talk about appraisals, key words, meaning nouns. And how to talk about appraisal, what phrasal verbs to use. Let's take a look at the verbs first. I'm going to give you a key verb. You tell me the missing part of the word. Okay? So, conduct. Think it back to the unit. What kind of things can we conduct in talking about an appraisal? What can we conduct? What do we conduct? For those of you who were here, what comes to mind? For those of you who are here, like Diego and Jose, what do you think?
I have about conduct.
Yeah. What word links with conduct that you heard in the audio yesterday and before as well?
Oh, okay.
Conduct what?
About good verbs? I don't.
Let's take a look. Conduct and appraisal matches. So the way to use the map is look at the verb and try to remember what the connecting phrase is. Phrase could be a word or a group of words. Okay? What can we express, class? What do you think matches? We can express. What do you remember from yesterday or the class before? Express what? During an appraisal, you can express
one opinion. You can express what are you thinking, could be.
Another way to say what you are thinking is views.
Views.
So you're right.
Views.
Express an opinion, and another way to say that is express views. Think back to the unit. Address what?
To address some goals.
Not goals. It's got to be something negative. You address means deal with. So it's got to be something that's... A goal is a positive thing. Jose, what do you think? If we're dealing with something negative...
Address...
What do you think?
issues?
That is correct.
Yes.
Give. Now this one is a little bit more difficult.
Give an opinion or no?
Almost. When you give an opinion during an appraisal, right? you're telling the appraisee if they did a good job, a bad job, or how they can improve. So another way to say give an opinion, more specific to an appraisal. Give what? Help you see what you're doing. They give
Constructive feedback.
Give the feedback, no?
give constructive feedback was the key word. Okay? You may have a rating, especially with your peers. So to talk about your performance, we may give a rating. If we give a rating, what do we call the thing that goes from 1 to 10 or 0% to 100%? Rate on a what? The lowest might be like 1 star, the maximum might be 5 stars. Lowest might be 0%, the maximum might be 100%. Rate on a what? What do we call that range? Rate on a... Remember? Give up? And the answer is on a scale. Rate on a scale of 1 to 10. Rate on a scale of 1 to 5 stars. It's a scale. That ranges a scale. In order to do an appraisal, we have to monitor your what?
Your execution, your
Yeah, that's the right idea.
monitor your
Execution could be one time, but we want to talk about all the time. How you execute.
Also, you can monitor what your team are doing.
What your team has been doing, right? Has been doing.
Monitor performance.
Monitor performance was the key word, right? So monitor the performance of your team. Exactly, that's it. Finally, together as a team or as a group, we have to agree or agree on what? Another word to say the thing, the final, the purpose of a project. The final what? Agree on objectives is correct. Okay, I wanted to show you that just so that you can see how you can use the map to test your knowledge, right? We've already learned the words, you've done the work, so this is a way to test yourself. You just go there, open it, and click the F key to open and close each answer, okay? So it's a good way to test yourself in between classes. Let's close these for a second. I'm going to skip the key words for a minute. I'm going to go to the key phrasal verbs. Here, you have to try to keep in mind the preposition. So these are all words we used during an appraisal or to talk about an appraisal. Okay? End up, in, at, on. What's the preposition you think sounds best here? Well, if you don't do that, you'll end up what? If you don't know, make a guess. You'll end up no one wants to guess? Really? Not even a guess? End up at? That could be true. You can end up at a bad place. That could be true. So that's correct. In this context, we had a different one, but at would also work. End up with a problem or end up with a solution. So at is also okay. With is maybe a little more general.
But it is the same meaning.
No, at is end up at a bad place is about location. A real location or a metaphor. End up with is a situation.
Okay.
So, but at works. That's my point. So it's not a bad answer. Okay? Came. Let me see if I can give you an example here. This is, I wasn't aware, I wasn't aware of how I came blank to my colleagues. I wasn't aware of the impression I was making. How I came what? Came with? Doesn't sound good. I wasn't aware of how I came what? I wasn't aware of my impression, what people thought of me.
Came over.
Came over is correct. In American English, we would also say came across. Oops, that's not across, that's spelled wrong. Okay. Moved. Well, we had a lot of trouble, but then we advanced the project. We don't say advanced, we say we moved what? In, at, on, up, down, over, through, with, about, for. What do you think? We moved.
Move on.
We moved on. We advanced. We moved on. When we're doing an appraisal, I might say, hey, can you explain some of the changes you've made? Can you explain the process that you used? I don't say explain, I say go what? Can you go blank with me? Can you go blank the process? Can you explain the process? Can you go? What do you think?
Can you go to? No.
Well, not to, because that would be arriving at a destination. Can you go to the bank? I care about the journey. I care about the journey, not the destination. So, go through the process. Can you go through the process with me? Go through what you were thinking. It means tell me about the journey, not just the end result. Okay, and the very last one in our map is, if I tell you to continue, I could also say carry in, carry at, carry
on.
Carry on. Okay, and there you go. So the purpose of this map is to give you a quick and easy way to test yourself on the key words and key phrases. Click the little node, it'll turn blue, and then you click the F key to open and close the answers. Okay, so that's a review of how to talk about appraisals and what phrasal verbs you can use to talk about when you're in the appraisal, how you can talk about what you did. Okay? So I'll add the key phrases later today, and we'll do the grammar points later, and you'll be able to use the map to test yourself on those things. But for now, let's go back to our second presentation that we started yesterday. Okay? And let's try to carry out an appraisal. And by the way, Raphael, the mind map is in our notes. So when you open the notes and you go to whatever page this is, it's the only unit there. I'll tell you in a second.
Thank you.
It's on page 5. When you open our notes, you go to page 5, you'll see a link to the map. If you cannot open the map, you have to load the application called MindMup, which is like this, MINMUP. And you'll find it in the little apps window. It says Connect Apps. Okay?
Okay,
because,
thank you.
all right. And we did presentation 1 together already. We did homework 1 together. If there's any questions, bring them to class and I'll help you. We're now in presentation 2. When you open it, it looks like this. Performance 2, business skills, discussing and evaluating performance. And if we move forward, we can go to the very end. Let me go forward here. Okay, we left off with these key phrases: asking about performance, setting goals, giving feedback on performance, justifying or explaining results, requesting or giving advice, and finally, negotiating time and resources. Okay? And we got that from listening to, this is a transcript, listening to this situation. An appraisee, Thomas, is getting an evaluation from an appraiser, Angelina. So you can always reread the text if you like. Afterwards, we did this exercise. We decided who is saying what, and then we took that and we had to put them into clear categories. So which key phrases were about asking for performance, giving feedback, setting goals. Okay, if you were here yesterday, I'd like you just to give me maybe one example of each from memory. Okay, and I'll help you out. If you weren't here, it'll be a little introduction. If you want to cheat at any time, you can cheat by going to slide 11, and you've got all the answers in one place. So, asking about giving performance. Which key phrase do you recall from yesterday? Asking about giving performance. Can you think of one? No one? No one? Really? Really? Let's take a look.
Asking about
Say again? Say again.
No, I just was reading. They asking about performance.
So let's do. By the way, I'm hearing myself talk, so someone's got to put on headphones or something. I think it's you, Sergio. Let me just, yeah. Make sure you're wearing headphones, or make sure that you don't have a window open. Sometimes, if you have the other, okay.
I gotcha. These are not covered.
Okay. All right. So one of the phrases for asking performance was, what do you consider were your successes or failures? That was a key phrase from yesterday. Can anyone remember another one? Listen, I'm a little bit concerned because you were here. Not you, Raphael, but the three of you were here. I'm a little bit worried.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried, though. So, Jose, Sergio, think back to the interview, the appraisal we listened to. Even if you don't get the key phrase right, it's okay. Give a best guess or give a summary. It doesn't have to be word for word perfect. So, besides asking that question, what do you consider were your successes or failures? What's another kind of question you could ask about someone's performance? Jose, what would you say?
Yes.
Are there any areas you feel you need to improve on?
Okay, that's one. Sergio, can you give me another? Think
How
about
can
what,
how can you help you out to reach your objectives?
good. I like it because it's something that you would probably say. We just need to fix the form a little bit. Who's going to help? You mean you're going to help the appraisee? Is that right?
Yeah, is
Okay.
the appraiser gonna ask the appraisee how can him or her or they can help him or her.
Okay. So it'd be like this. How can I help you reach your objectives or reach your goals? How can I help you reach your goals?
How can I help you to reach your goals?
Not to reach. Reach.
How can I help you reach your goals?
Perfect. That's it. So the key idea here is use your experience, say what you think, or if you remember, say what you heard, and then I can correct you. When I correct you, you'll be 90% more likely to remember it the next time. So you're not going to say to reach, you're going to say reach, because help does not need an infinitive. It's a special verb. How can I help you reach your goals? What can I do to help you reach your goals is another way to say it. So what can I do? All right. Giving feedback on performance. I must say we're very happy with your progress. There you go. I'm giving feedback. Diego, can you think of another expression for giving feedback?
You should have.
Repeat.
You should have.
You should have what? Give me the rest of the sentence so that I know what you mean.
You should have to improve the software, for example.
Okay. Not to improve, though. Maybe if we're talking about the past here, who was that? Was that Diego or was that Jose?
Me, Jose.
Ah, okay, Jose. Okay, so here, should have, it refers to the past, not the present.
Ah, okay.
So say that again. Let's say the appraisee has bad computer skills, and you're trying to help, but you have to be honest. So what would you say to the appraisee with bad computer skills? You're talking about his performance last quarter, and you say, well, John Eric, you should have what?
You should have had learned. You should have. You should had, no?
No, should have.
Should have. You should have.
Aprendido.
Yes.
In English.
You should have learned this
Good.
program.
That's it.
Yes.
Perfect. What's the name of that verb tense in English? Should have learned.
Present perfect.
Exactly. That's it.
Okay.
So that's why we're doing this review, so I can hear how you construct the sentence, and then I can correct you. And you will remember 100% better than if you just do an exercise, if you do a little bit of speaking. Okay, we're going to use these in just a minute. Diego, let me get one from you, okay? Are you there, Diego?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm here.
So look, setting goals. There was only one phrase we learned about setting goals. Okay? Oh, no, actually there was two. I'll give you one. Let's put programming on your list of goals or on your to-do list for next year. That's one way to talk about setting goals. Can you give me another one? Either from your experience or one that you remember from class.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about setting goals and objectives for the future. I can say, let's put this on your to-do list. Let's put this on your list of goals for the coming quarter. And I want to see how you do at the end. What else could you say to set goals within a appraisee?
Okay, let's put goals on your list. No, sorry.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. Let's put programming on your list for next year. Okay?
Okay, let's put program on your list for next year.
Okay. Can you think of another way to say that?
What? Pardon?
Can you think of another phrase that we could use besides, for instance, what could we say?
another kind. Can I identity that as a personal goals program?
Can I identify?
Identify.
That's it. Can I identify that as a personal goal? Who says that? The appraiser or the appraisee? Can I identify that as a personal goal? Who's asking that question, do you think? The appraiser is the manager and the appraisee is the employee. So who's asking that question, Diego? Appraiser or appraisee?
Appraiser.
Appraiser or E? I can't hear.
Appraiser.
Appraisee in this case.
Appraisee.
Yeah.
Appraisee.
Yeah, because the appraisee is collaborating with the manager. So
Okay.
he's asking permission in a way. Not really permission, but it's a collaboration. So more or less asking for permission. More or less. Something like that. Like,
But the appraiser put the objective, put the goals, the objective. No?
In one kind of appraisal, yes.
Yes.
But in the 360-degree appraisal we saw, then no. So some companies have top-down appraisals and some companies have bottom-up appraisals.
Okay.
If it's a bottom-up appraisal, then no, it's going to be the employees who do it. If it's a flat hierarchy, the employees will give goals to each other and goals to themselves. So in that case, it's really the appraisee. Okay, for giving advice on how to improve, the appraisee could say, how can I improve my chances of getting a promotion? That would be a good question you can ask to your manager. What's another way to ask that question? By the way, everything... Sorry, go ahead, yeah?
What kind of... there's some... I have some gap that I need to fix to be able to get a promotion.
Okay. By the way, if you want to see these key words, don't forget, the key phrases are here on the slide, and later, all of the key vocabulary will be here in the map, too, including today's expressions. Okay? Because if I write on the chat window is like broken, and there's always a problem. So I'm going to put it in a place where you can always find it. Okay? So either go to slide 11 to see the key phrases for today, or after class, go back to the map. And if there's any problem, then I'll be happy to help. Send me a message. Specifically about the words appraisals and appraisee. So we have appraiser. I'll write this for you in the chat window. 1 second. Appraiser. And we have appraisee with the AI like that. Appraiser is the boss, and appraisee is the employee. Okay? Okay. Sergio, sorry, say your sentence one more time so I can correct it. Is there a gap?
Okay. Is there any gap that I need to fix be able to get a promotion?
Okay, good. I think it works. You can also ask the question like this: Do you find? Do you feel? Do you think there's a gap in my? Look at that sentence in the chat window.
Do you find? Do you feel? Do you think there's a gap in my?
In my performance, in my initiatives, in my progress. Right? So you don't have to always say fill a gap, by the way. You can say it like that too. You think there's a gap. All right. So that was a big review of keywords and the key phrases. And what we're going to do now is do an appraisal. So we have 3 situations. Student A is the appraisee. That's the employee. Student B is the appraiser. That's the boss. And then we're going to change roles. And we have 2 other slides to give you some more information. Okay, so we're going to start here. Exercise 5, which is on slide 12. Student A, you are the appraiser. Okay? And in order to do this, if you need to practice, you just read through these, get them into your head, and refer to these at any time during the exercise on slide 11. Okay. Raphael, why don't you be an appraiser and you're trying to talk to some team members. So why don't you take the part of student A here. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going to be talking about what 3 things will you be discussing with your team members, Raphael? Just looking at that chart, what 3 things will you be discussing in general?
I need to discuss my personal
No, don't guess. Look at the
achievements,
yeah, there you go.
donations, and requests.
That's it.
Information.
So all the information is there for you.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to focus on the key phrases to make it sound good. All right. Let's do it like this. Raphael and Jose. Jose, I want you to be the appraisee. So your information is here.
I am the appraisee. Okay.
You are
Yes, appraisee.
yeah, sorry, Raphael. I just did this backwards. I'm sorry. Sorry, Raphael, your information is on page B, page 13. My fault. So you're on slide 13, Raphael. Sorry about that. And the appraisee, Jose, is on slide 12. Okay?
But I don't have the presentation that you have.
Oh,
Right.
but you should.
Yeah, I should.
Click the link in the chat window.
Thank you.
See it?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. And just make sure you're on slide 13.
13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So what we're going to do is give you 2 minutes, and then we're going to switch partners. 2 more minutes, and then we're going to switch partners again. And then we're going to switch roles. So we're going to do this like a rotation. And I'm going to prompt you to help you use the key phrases. Okay, so I may say something like, let's see. I may say something like the following. I might say, 1 second. What do you consider? And you have to say, what do you consider were your successes or failures? I might say, how can I improve? And you have to say as the appraisee, hey, how can I improve my chances of getting a promotion? Okay, so I'll help prompt you for the key phrases. Let's try it. See how it goes. Appraiser, who are you? Appraiser?
Me?
Right. Appraisee, who are you? Appraisee? Are you there, Jose?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Jose,
Yes.
what slide is your information on?
My information is in this page, no? In the page that I see in this moment.
That's true, but now you don't see it. So which slide are you on? Do you have it open in your computer?
Yes.
Okay, so which slide do you need to be on?
The page that you saw before.
Which page is that? You can see because when you put your cursor on the screen, the page number
The
appears
page,
at
the page 10, no?
12.
12. Sorry,
Yeah, it's 12.
12. Okay.
All right. I'm just asking so that everyone knows where you are on your computer,
Okay.
because I can't see your computer. That's why.
Okay.
And Raphael, what page is your information on?
Page 15 could be.
15? No. It's on 13.
13. Okay.
Okay. Okay, and what I'll do is, for the beginning, I'll keep these on screen. Because I just want you to put these into use, and I'll correct you as you do it. All right? And let's give it a try. I know it's not easy at first, but let's give it a try. Okay? So, Raphael, you might say something like, well, Jose, thanks for coming to the meeting. You know, I'd like to talk a little bit about your successes or failures. You know, my comment is that we're quite happy with, and then you pick one of the key bits of information that you're seeing. You wouldn't say you've done something bad, but you might say, we think you should have, or you shouldn't have, and you can talk about your information in that way. All right? So, want to give it a try?
Yeah, it's a kind of assessment interview, as far as I got.
That is exactly right. We're doing a work appraisal.
Okay, perfect. Well, good morning, Jose. I am very happy to see you again. We had another meeting 1 year ago, and I would like to know what are going on your performance in the last year. I would like to know about what has your opinion.
So going on would be what has been going on, because it's a period, right? What has been going on over the last year?
Yeah.
Say it again.
What's going on?
What's been going on?
What's been going on over the last year? Tell me about what do you consider your successes and failures?
Excellent. Very good. It's good, Raphael. So, Jose, all your information is there on page 12. What would you say?
Okay. I might say we are very happy with my work.
I am very happy with my work.
I am very happy. I must say I am very happy with my work. I have presented new office procedures at Europe-wide meeting. In the first time I felt nervous, but after that I felt more quickly, more quiet.
More, if you're trying to say tranquil, it would be I felt calm.
I felt self-confident.
Confident, yeah, good.
Okay.
Ravel, did you understand?
Yes, I got you.
Okay.
Could you explain a little bit more about how did you get so nervous in that situation?
Could you explain how or why?
How did you feel so nervous about that situation? In that situation?
Do you mean how or do you mean why? ¿Cómo o por qué?
Why? Okay.
I think why sounds a little better. So listen, I'm just going to correct you on the question. Could you explain why you felt? It's an indirect question. So say it one more time, and I'll correct you if you need it. Say it again, Raphael.
How did you feel so?
No. Start from me. Could you explain?
Could you explain
Why
why
you
you why you f- why you felt so
good.
nervous in that situation.
Perfect. Say it again. It was perfect.
Oh, I can't remember.
But you said it right.
Could,
Say it again.
could you explain me? Could you explain, please, how you
Why?
felt,
Why? Why? Why?
why you felt so nervous in that situation?
Excellent
Yes,
question, Jose.
yes. I have been more confident about myself, but but um, but I don't have had any experiences about presentation. It was my first presentation.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. Well, I would like to say you that we are very
I, w-
happy.
I would like to tell
Uh,
you, or
uh,
I would like to say, remember, tell somebody, but say something. Not say you and not tell. So I would like to say, or I would like to tell you.
I would like to tell you how we that we are so proud that you got this presentation so well at the end. We are very confident about your new develop in this area. But also, I would like to know anything about we what sorry, what do you think about how to improve your develop to improve
Spell.
on your develop in this area?
Okay, hang on a second. I just want to correct you because these are not direct questions, right?
Yeah, the same mistake.
Same mistake, yeah. If it's a direct question, what do you think? If it's
What
an
do,
if it's an indirect question, can you tell me what you think?
what do you think about?
Yeah. So what makes it indirect? What's the part of the sentence? What are those three words? It's can you explain? Can you tell? Could you describe? Can you talk about? Those three words, can you explain,
Can you?
show you it's indirect.
Yeah.
So there's no do. Can you explain what you think?
Can
Can
you
you talk
explain? Yeah.
about how you feel?
Yeah.
Can you say why? Okay, so give me that question one more time, one last time.
Can you tell me why?
Good, good, good.
What do you think about?
What
What do you
you think?
think? What do you think of? I use the you when I don't need, and I don't use when I don't need it. What do you think about how to improve your performance, your develop in this area?
Okay, it's good. So what can you do to improve your looking at information? What comes to mind?
Yes. I have organized a regular office meeting every week in order to improve.
Okay, good. So let me just jump in here. What has that done for you? We are very pleased to see you taking an initiative. But what has it done? Organizing regular office meetings. What has that done? How has that helped you?
Uh, how was help me when when I have organized meetings
Organized. Good.
when I have organized meetings.
Mhm.
I I have spoken with my staff in order to solve the problems.
Okay, so it's brought great results like more communication
Yes,
and cooperation.
yes.
All right. So again, we're not making anything up. It's all there on the page. You just have to focus on the key words, key
Okay.
phrases. Okay. Let's switch roles for a second. Okay. Sergio, are you there?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Sergio, you're going to take over Raphael's role, so that means your information is on page 13. Okay?
13. Okay.
Sylvia and Diego, you two work in the same department. You are getting a team evaluation. Okay? So what page is your information, Sylvia and Diego? What page is it on?
12.
12 is right. So you're student A on page 12. You're the appraisee.
Okay.
Okay? Now, again, don't invent anything. Use the notes that are given to you, but use what's on screen to help you form your questions and form your responses. I'll let you pick freely, and I'll just come in to help you if there's a little problem. Remember, indirect questions, there is no do. Direct questions, there is a do, right? What do you think, direct? Can you tell me what you think? Not can you tell me what do you think? Can you tell me what you think? Okay, so that's the kind of thing I can correct you on. Okay, Sergio, why don't you continue from where Raphael left off?
Let's see. One second. Okay. I would like to point out the issue.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah, address issue here.
I'd like to address an issue, okay? What's your issue with your team?
They had dropped out of company English course,
And what should they have done?
and they have done.
What should they have done, or what could they have?
Okay. They have should done.
They should have. They should have
They should have
attended.
Attended this course, but they didn't.
That's right. Okay, so that's the idea. Now I want you to pose that question to the two of them and see how they respond. Okay, so from the beginning, Sergio, talk to them directly now.
Okay. Team, I would like to address both of you issue. We had last quarter, and the issue was you dropped the English course here, and I would like to know what was the reason. What was the reasons?
What the reason was?
What the reason was for this happen?
Okay, good, good. Sergio, Diego, talk about it. Remember, your information's there. Your explanations are in the middle column.
Okay.
I said Sergio. I'm sorry. I meant to say Sylvia and Diego. Sorry, Sylvia and Diego.
Yes. I start.
Go for it. Sure.
Okay.
You know, ladies first. But if you want to go first, go ahead, Diego.
Ladies first. Okay. I'm waiting to the ladies.
It's okay. Go ahead, Diego.
No, Sylvia first.
Sylvia first. Go ahead, Sylvia.
So
Justifying and
Diego.
justifying and explaining results, Sylvia. Look at the key words, key phrases on the top right side. If blank hadn't blank, you can use that. Or I blank, I might have blank. And your information is all there for you on page 12. Look at the explanation column.
Yes, but I can choose one of these. Okay. If Diego hadn't left the English course, maybe we could stay if teacher spoke in my language. I think no, it doesn't
No,
work.
I totally agree with you, but I would like to know what the reason was for they left, and you as well,
The reason
because
for leaving.
leaving because.
So you have to be a little more clear there, Sylvia, because he doesn't quite understand the reason. What was the actual reason?
We dropped out the company English course because it was so difficult and we couldn't understand everything. It was all about management and it was really difficult because it's not my file. So
Not my
field.
field. Good. What do you think, Sergio? It's pretty clear, right?
Yeah. The word field?
Field.
Ah, okay, my field. Okay. Oh, actually, I was thinking that it's a general course, English course, but I appreciate your feedback, and I'm gonna work on this for this week already, and let's do the same. The following. Let's share this course as a put in your list
Go
like
list.
goal list for the next quarter. What do you think? Is it possible?
Can you repeat? So
I really appreciate your feedback, and I will
yeah.
work on this. I wanna probably I wanna hire a bilanguage teacher, and I would like to with you together here set up the goal list for the next quarter.
Okay.
Well,
Is that okay?
Yeah. We could do with another colleague maybe because I haven't really clear if it's a basic English course or not.
but it should be.
It should be. Okay.
Okay.
That's
And so-
why I'm gonna work on this.
Sounds good to me. Let's put it on our goal list. Sergio, in the time we have remaining, I want you to ask us a question specifically to Diego, because didn't really get a chance to give feedback yet. Okay? So
Okay.
address your next one specifically to Diego. Let's give him a chance too.
Diego, we are really happy for your results, but I think you could give more. You could give more. You can improve your results, and we are really excited to help you with some maybe make you more comfortable in our company. You just have 1 year here, and I wanna listen to you. I wanna hear from you some ideas that how can we help you in your area.
I want to hear some ideas. Let's say it
I
like
have-
this. I want to hear some ideas about how I can help you.
About my idea or about the English course?
No, this is different. I wanna hear from you any ideas that we can help you
Help you to do what? Help you to
improve your results, your performance.
performance. Okay, that's clear. What can we do to help you perform better in your job, Diego? That's what he's asking. What can we do to help you? He wants to hear ideas from you that will let him, the manager, help you perform better.
Perform better.
Yeah.
I think we have regular meetings like once a week, for example, once a year, and we have in this meeting we have talk about our opinion or and about the all we have which problem we had in this week. Uh, I think the best idea is the meetings weekly.
Yeah, you could say even the best idea is to have regular meetings or weekly meetings.
Yes. Yes.
What do you think, Sergio?
Okay,
Good
nice.
idea?
Yes, I'm gonna drive this to your boss, and probably we're gonna set up a weekly review. Yes, that sounds good for me. Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. We have to stop here because we're a bit out of time. Okay. So, what I liked is that I could hear everyone trying to use the key expressions. I like that a lot. Sylvia, the key expression you used, we could do with, right?
Hmm?
Remember, that's good, by the way. We could do with a change. Remember, it's not to do something with. To do with means we need. We could do with a refreshment. We could do with a break. So do with is a special expression. It doesn't mean you're doing anything. It means we need something.
Okay.
We want something. Okay, to be
Choose
clear.
right in the list.
Okay.
I choose one from the list, I think.
I know, and I'm giving you feedback about why it's a good choice. But I wasn't sure if you were using it to say we could do the course with a colleague. I didn't know if you were saying we could do the course with a colleague or if you meant, which would be incorrect. Here would be we could do with a new instructor, meaning we need a new instructor.
Okay. I think it was in the wrong way, but okay, now it's clear.
Yeah, okay. That's why I wanted just to be clear because it's a special expression that you wouldn't know unless someone showed it to you. It's not obvious. Okay? Okay, very good, everyone. I know it's a little difficult. This is very advanced language. In the next unit, I'm probably going to go back and give you some slightly easier material because this is the last unit in the upper intermediate level. It's quite difficult. Okay? So, very good job. We're going to stop now. We're going to, tomorrow at the same time, we're going to move forward and be dealing with I can't even remember. I have to look. I don't know. I'm gonna update the map to give you the key phrases, and I'm gonna add the memory review course for you to practice everything you've learned so far. I'll send you the link when it's ready. Okay? Bye for now, everyone.
Okay,
Great
bye-bye.
job.
Bye.
See you. Bye for now.